Hello, I'm Mitra Sorrells in the PhocusWire studio, and I am joined by Sam Abdou. He is Amadeus's Executive Vice President of Air Distribution and Global Online. Welcome.
Hi.
So I know that Amadeus has had some news in the last 24 hours, some partnerships that have expanded your business in North America. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. So the first one is around Hotel Planner. Basically, we are providing them with our API to connect to our system for them to consume our hospitality content, to beef up their own content. So this is very exciting news. The other one is around Simple Night. And Simple Night is basically being integrated into what we call our travel platform. And I will expand a little bit around on that one.
Okay.
And the last one, last but not least, is our historical partner, Fair Portal, using our new distribution capabilities out of the travel platform of Amadeus to consume NDC airline content.
So tell us a bit more about that technology then that is powering these systems and what it is enabling for your partners.
So the travel platform is basically an aggregation layer which takes into account content coming from airlines, from hotels, rail, car, and exposing that content to our consumers. And our consumers being the travel sellers.
Okay.
So this allows them to have access to a large amount of content coming from different sources, and that content would be exposed into our search capabilities, our different APIs, our Selling Connect capabilities, for them to be able to provide travel components to their own consumers.
And it sounds to me, as I'm hearing you describe that it's creating some efficiencies there for them as far as speed and comprehensiveness of the content.
So absolutely, there are, I would say, 5 elements which is driving the innovation around that platform. So of course, number one is content. So the ability to consume any type of content from what we call legacy EDIFACT content of airlines, new distribution capabilities, as I said, a car, a rail, cruise, and you name it. It provides speed, response time. It provides productivity in terms of having fast access to this content and to provide ticketing services to the consumers. The second very important element is around the search capabilities. So what we're providing is search capabilities to our OTAs, to our travel sellers in a very fast manner, very much feature results driven. With a lot of components which are really providing competitive advantage when it comes to the tech capabilities.
Before I want to talk a bit more about what's happening with innovation and investments at Amadeus, but actually before we jump to that, I want to ask, because of course you're in the air distribution area, you mentioned NDC there. Give us a sense of what's happening there, and is it the standard it was intended to be? I mean, how do you feel about what's progressing there with NDC?
So NDC is scaling up. Many of the airlines, the essence of NDC is from an airline perspective to say, I want to be in charge of the way I expose my offer, and I want to be responsible for that offer to be exposed to the end consumer, be it through aggregators, through direct connect, through .coms. And the norm is actually being used now across all the airline industry. And we are investing heavily into integrating this norm into what I just described before, our travel platform. So it's scaling up. We're still working with our airline partners, with our travel sellers in terms of servicing capabilities, for example. But it is here to stay, and it is here to grow in terms of volumes.
Do you sense an appetite for innovation and for trying new things?
In the industry overall, of course. I mean, the whole simplification process in our industry is fundamental. Reason being that it drives costs down, it drives efficiency up, it eliminates friction for the end consumers. So everything around the application of travel technology use cases is something which everyone in the industry is looking into and investing into very heavily.
And talk to me a bit about then what's happening from the Amadeus perspective as far as investing in innovation, pursuing new opportunities.
So a few things on the grill. The first one is basically we're moving into what we call the platform concept. So we're not going to go into the debate of what it means and the definition of it. But to make it very simple, we move from providing products monolithic products to providing sets of services and capabilities for our customers to use them in a very agnostic way, irrelevant of the channel, of the distribution channel, irrelevant of the technology that is being used. And for our partners, the startups, to basically co-create on that platform. And maybe let me give you an example to be more specific. So imagine an OTA is using Amadeus or another aggregator or another GDS, but that OTA has servicing issues. Refund tickets,
right.
Change ticket.
Certainly an issue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
and therefore we need to be able to allow them to do that irrelevant of the channel, including if it's not an Amadeus channel. So this is what we call servicing capabilities, which are platform agnostic.
Yeah, that's very interesting. And I would imagine with that platform mindset, then the ability to expedite updates or keep things moving forward is a little bit better than.
Absolutely. So those capabilities are cloud native. So we are moving all our assets into the cloud with Microsoft, which means better availability, speed of delivery of those components, better access to technology. So it is indeed what you've just described.
Okay, wonderful. Well, Sam Abdou from Amadeus, thank you so much for joining us in the studio.
Thank you very much.
All right, bye-bye.